Look and feel good this riding season with casual and armored long-sleeve flannels from Leather Up. Leather Up is your source for iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability. Visit leatherup.com.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of this station, JVC Broadcasting Management, or its sponsors.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, Long Island? What's up, Bella Tambo? How are you?
All right. How's everything going there? I mean, pretty scary. We were down in Daytona.
Yeah. And now we're back.
And we heard about the fires.
Oh, yeah, that was bad. You know, before we start, I want to say that tonight's show isn't like the regular shows we've been doing with the Crow. He'll be back next week. There's kind of a special show for you guys because we went down to Daytona Bike Week for Bike Week in Daytona. So we're back and we're going to do a show about it. And we'll have Crow back with us next week to do the, what is that, Campfire with Crow? What is that? Campfire Stories with Crow.
And his whiskey.
And his whiskey. Yeah, you gotta love your whiskey. Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah, so we went down to Daytona, but it was pretty cool is, you know, the whole trip was pretty cool. I gotta say though, getting out of New York, Bella, that Thursday night was horrible, right?
Oh, yeah.
It was, it'll take like 3 hours to get out of New York.
We left at around, let's say 11:30, quarter to 12. Of course, you know, we go over the bridge. Now we're on the Cross Bronx. It is like not moving.
No.
It took us forever just to get to the border to New Jersey.
It was horrible. It was a horror show. And then I think we got down to, we went down to Port St. Lucie first just to check it out, hang out down there.
Yeah.
And Jensen Beach, which you guys, if you ever go down to Florida, check out Jensen Beach because it's awesome. I love it down there. I mean, they got the bars, you got, there's always something going on, right? I mean, there's always bands playing. It's just a really cool vibe because you got two sides, right? You got the riverside and you got the ocean side, right?
Right.
So check out Jensen Beach. We had a blast down there.
Yeah.
And that nothing really crazy happened there. But when those fires started, when we were in Jensen?
No, when we were in Daytona.
Oh, okay. But we did get to stop at Buc-ee's. So if anyone is going to Buc-ee's out there, Buc-ee's is awesome.
Would you have the brisket on the board?
You got to have their brisket sandwich, and they have two of them. They have the sliced brisket, and they have the pulled brisket, and they have the pulled pork. But the sliced brisket's the one. That is the sandwich. That is just amazing, Bella, with that barbecue sauce. Mm-hmm. It's a little, just a little spicy, but not bad. Incredible sandwich. And the bread tastes great. And it's the best sandwich I've ever had. Brisket at a rest area. No trucks are allowed. Only cars. They have over 100 gas pumps there. But their brisket, you wouldn't think of it. Like, you would think this place got the best brisket you ever had in your life. It had the best brisket I've ever had in my life.
And that's coming from Johnny Steaks.
What would you consider Buc-ee's? Like, remember Modell's back in the day?
No.
Did you have Modell's around here? I don't know if you did.
Not Modell's.
Modell's back in the day. I'm not talking about Modell's now. The sporting goods store, talking about Modell's back in the day was like a Target back then. And they had two ends. One end was a game room, and the other end where you got food.
I don't remember that, but I do remember Woolworth.
Well, I was going to say, it was just like a Woolworths.
Yeah.
Oh, you're aging yourself.
Well, I'm aging myself. It doesn't, I was in there when I was 3 years old.
Okay.
And I remembered everything.
Did you really?
Yeah. Wow. My mom used to take me there. She loved to get fabrics, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is I remember being in Modell's. That was a place to hang out when you were a kid. And seeing my parents there, and they were playing Pac-Man. I was like, why? I get it now. It's like, I'm doing things now. When my father passed away back in 96. So he was only 53 years old, and I'm 56 now. And I'm doing things like, okay, I understand what my father was doing because it's just fun to do. You're not old. You're not old. 56 ain't old. 53, he didn't live. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But Modell's was the place to go. So I think Buc-ee's, without the game rooms, it was like a Modell's to me. Because you have the food, you have all the, you go shopping all day. You can spend 2 hours in this place. True.
Yeah, that's true.
And they get more and more. We stopped at 2 of them on the way down. We could have went to 3, but
It's like an upper class Woolworth.
okay. Gotta love Woolworths. Anyway, so we were hanging out in Jensen Beach, and we had a blast down there. I want to thank Judy for having us. And we saw a rocket take off, which was really cool.
Yes, that was.
That was the second time I seen something like that, but not that clear. The first time I saw it, it was like kind of a blur. And the further distance, I was in Daytona when I saw it. And the second time was at your cousin's house. When it said rockets taking off, it was like you saw the flames.
Yeah, those flames
shooting
were
out.
Amazing.
Wow. That was
Yellow
amazing.
and orange color.
Amazing stuff right there. But so what's your favorite part about Jensen Beach over there?
Well, you have the river and then you have the ocean. So if you go down the A1,
Right.
You're over by the ocean. You go down by the river. I mean, the routes are beautiful, for riding.
Great motorcycle town.
And, like you cross over the bridge. Now, you're on the ocean side. Then you're on the Port St. Lucie River, or you're on the Indian River.
Right.
And then you see the beautiful houses and the amazing boats. The beaches. I mean, where did we go? Bubble Beach, was it?
A bathtub beach.
A bathtub beach.
Which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I will not be swimming in because, you know what? Just when I think it was safe to go back in the water again, Uncle Harry tells us a story.
Yeah.
I go, hey, they got this wall out there about 100 yards out?
Yeah.
So it's like, the wall's out there that breaks the waves, so it's nice and calm in there. And I said, probably also keeps the sharks out, right? Yeah. And I'm feeling good about this. Might jump in the water. And also Uncle Harry goes, no, a little girl got eaten here about a couple of years ago. Well, that's good to know. So, no, I will not be going swimming in Bathtub Beach in Jensen, all right?
I know, you're scared of all the sharks, no matter where you go.
But who isn't scared of a shark? Is
okay, I know, but... it doesn't stop people from swimming at the beach, except for Johnny.
Yeah, exactly. But
I love the beach. I love the salt water. I love jumping the waves. I love sitting in the water. I love snorkeling. I've even scuba dived.
Yeah.
I just love the whole thing.
Really?
But if you're going to be afraid of sharks, you're not going to enjoy yourself.
Well,
if that's the way
I don't care who you are. You're out there in the water. It's got to come through your mind that there might be a shark out there. It has to be. There's sharks in the water. You're in their playground.
There's certain areas that are known to have more sharks than others.
If you went to a high school and went out in the playground in the back of the high school, do you think you'd see a student eventually? You will, because that's their playground. Exactly what the sharks are doing. They're in your school. Shark school. All right? Anyway, Jensen Beach awesome. Jensen Beach is awesome, I should say.
And some of the bars and restaurants over there were good. Where did we go to?
Mulligan's?
Mulligan's. We went to Cracker Joe's, was it?
Yeah.
Conchi Joe's.
Conchi Joe's. That was a nice place, man.
Cracker. Like your
Cracker Joe's. Yeah.
Conchi Joe's. That was amazing.
Cracker Jacks. Yeah.
Conchi Joe's.
You got a good steak. I was jealous.
And they have I would say 75% is seafood, but they have the king crab legs on ice. You got the clams, the oysters. You have the lobsters, whether you want them cooked or cold. You could have them any way you want. And a huge selection of fish if you like fish.
Well, you had an awesome steak. That steak.
I'm a land lover. I'm not too much of a sea lover. I like shrimps.
I don't know why I had the Cuban sandwich. I'm a steak man. And I looked at your steak. I'm like, damn, I got to have that steak. You know what I mean? So that was good stuff. Well, you had an amazing steak. It was an amazing time. The place was great. A lot of great restaurants down there if you ride a motorcycle. And you know what? You don't want to go to where everyone else goes in Florida. Daytona, Key West. You want something a little different? Check out Jensen Beach because it's a great motorcycle town.
And there's a little Mexican place that has bands twice a week. And then there's that bar right across from the water that you have a lot of bikers that hang out over there. They have great drinks and they have food too.
Yeah. So we'll be going back real soon down there. Hopefully in May.
And Jam and Jensen on Thursday nights.
Jam and Jensen.
They got all the vendors set up all on the roads. They have more bands playing. It's pretty hopping for a little town,
Yeah,
a little
cool
beach town.
Yeah, I love it. You know. And from your aunt's house, it's like a hop, skip, and a jump away. And
then we went down to Fort Pierce.
Fort
Pierce. I'm sorry,
Fort Pierce. There you go.
And we went to
Archie's. Archie's is great. That place is amazing. Archie's. So we're going to get back with all that when we come back from commercial. So check it out, guys. I am Johnny Rizzo. I am with Bella Tambora. You listen to Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. Check out our website at motorcyclemayhemradio.com. We'll be right back right after these messages.
They told me don't go walking slow. The devil's on the loose.
For commercial office printers, copiers, document cloud-based solutions, and with over 50 years of service, the choice is clear. Northeastern Office Equipment. Get a free, no-obligation quote. Visit northeasternoffice.com. Look and feel good this riding season with casual and armored long-sleeve flannels from Leather Up. Leather Up is your source for iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability. Visit leatherup.com. Win a 2024 Street Bob 114 with the proceeds benefiting Rocking the Road for a Cure's breast cancer patients. $100 per raffle with only 300 chances available, plus 20 other prizes. Winner will be drawn in May of 2025 at the Boogie for the Boobies in Patchogue. Sponsored by Harley Davidson of Nassau County. Visit rockingtheroadforacure.org.
All right, we are back on Motorcycle Mayhem Radio with Bella Tambora. Check out our website, guys, at motorcyclemayhemradio.com. There's a lot of new things coming with that. A lot of new things. So, anyway, Bella. So, like you were saying, while we were away, these fires, did you hear about these fires? They're crazy, right?
Yeah, I felt very bad for the people that lived out further in Suffolk County there where all the fires got hit. And thank God no one got hurt. So, I'm glad about that. Not that I know of, at least. I think they have it pretty much contained now.
Yeah, so that was horrible.
You get scared after what happened in California. You start thinking the worst. California. There was another fire in
South Carolina. We actually saw the fires on the way down to South Carolina. Yeah, that was unbelievable.
I mean, is this a coincidence that all of a sudden
people are
fires popping up, in these different states? Is it copycat? What is it? What's going on? Because we rarely have a fire here in New York.
I know.
Out in Long Island. So, and they said it rained for 2 days in a row too. So the grounds had been wet.
Yeah, so who knows? Who knows what's happening? But, our hearts go out to those people that lost anything in those fires. So we were away, and we had a blast. And we left Jensen Beach on Tuesday and headed down to Daytona.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really, really an awesome thing. I mean, Bike Week is fun. It really is. When you see all the bikes, when you hear the motors and, just the vibe and the excitement, it does something to you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you smell it in the air. You can smell the gas.
I just enjoyed hanging out on Main Street, just watching all the different bikes going by.
Well, you did try to go to the beach one day and it didn't work out for you.
I did. Unfortunately, the weather this time in Daytona was not beach weather.
It did not cooperate.
No, not at all. And as a matter of fact, at night, a few nights was really cold.
That one night, we froze our butts off. I can't believe how cold it was. Actually, it kind of felt like that today when we rode. We'll get to that story later on about our ride back from Daytona.
But on the way to the Cabbage Patch one evening, it went, I don't know how cold it was, but it felt really cold, especially like that drive right before this Cabbage Patch where there's just wooded area on both sides.
I think it went down to 47 degrees. At one point.
I wasn't prepared for that.
I don't think a lot of people are. I'm going to tell you, the first time I ever went to Bike Week, back in 2011, I believe, or 2012. I think it was 2012, was my first Bike Week in Daytona, and every day it was 85 degrees. So then what happens is, you're like, all right, it's 85, it's beautiful out every day. Then the next time you go back down, it's Biketoberfest. For Biketoberfest, it's like in the 90s every day. So they're like, all right, now you're going back to Bike Week again. So, I don't need a jacket. I don't need this. And you get there and you hit it one time when it's 50 degrees out.
I pack everything. Luckily, I did.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens because people they get fooled. because, bike week is a hit or miss. It's either 80 degrees or it could be down to 40s, right? It could be. So, but we got down there and we hooked up with Louie Bag of Donuts, who's also on the Motorcycle Man Radio Monday night show. And we hooked up with Bob Johnson, who's also on the Motorcycle Mayhem Wednesday night show. So he sells these great glasses, Bob. Optic Armor, guys. If you go out to any bike event that's out there, he's at pretty much every major event. Look for this big, huge yellow trailer. And he's got every kind of glasses you can think of in there. He gave me some, I bought him some nice transition glasses.
Yes, I saw a few people bought transitions, which is really good.
For a while I kept switching them.
I bought a pair of clear.
Yeah, believe it or not, I have these micro dot glasses for micro dot helmets.
Right.
That I actually wore them all the way to Wisconsin and back. And there's no insides of them, just glasses.
There's no foam inside.
Nothing. And they had to be, I got time. I've been wearing those glasses for 4 years. I love those glasses.
Yeah.
They're awesome. They're lightweight and they're excellent. But yeah, so we get down to a bike week. And right off the bat, what did we do that first night? I can't remember.
And Johnny's free. I mean, he does not wear a helmet when he's in Florida.
Yeah, I don't wear a helmet. I can be honest with you. It's not every day you can take your helmet off. In New York, you can't. And it's like, it ain't like I'm going to be doing 100 miles an hour. I know it's still dangerous. But, we're cruising on A1A. All it takes is one little bump, I know. But I'm enjoying it.
Well, I always wear my helmet no matter what.
I know you do. And if you're on the back of my bike, you are going to wear a helmet. I'm making sure you
But
are.
a few times, because Johnny wasn't wearing his helmet,
forgot.
I looked at him, I jumped on the bike, and I was ready to go. And then I realized, wait, where's my helmet? I mean, when you're here in New York, it's like, it's a given. It's almost like, putting your seatbelt on in your car.
I know.
It's a habit.
Yeah.
I was getting a little out of the habit just watching him.
What can I think about? What did we do that first night we got there? Did we meet up with anybody? Did we go out to dinner? Did we went down to Main Street? I forgot what we did. Because we got there Tuesday. We were supposed to get there Wednesday, but we got there Tuesday.
Right.
And we just hung out. I think we went to the Froggies and stuff like that. Right? That's what we did?
Yeah, we went to Froggies.
You know what? The great thing about...
We stopped by the Boot Hill.
Yes.
We went up and down Main Street for a little bit.
That's what we did with the Boot Hill.
We went to Hot Leathers, right?
Hot Leathers is a great sponsor of the show.
Mm-hmm.
They're owned by Leather Up. So if you go to leatherup.com and you go on their website and you can see their jackets, their gloves, they got flannels, they got all kinds of great riding things. And there's use promo code Mayhem. You get 20% off your order. So check out Leather Up, guys. So if you're at a bike event and you see Leather Up, I'm sorry, I'm messing up like crazy here.
Hot Leather.
If you see Hot Leathers or Milwaukee Leather,
right,
you can not use the promo code. That's only for the website, but they own those companies too. So, and they're great. They took care of us. They took great care of us.
They have everything: boots, vest, flannels, t-shirts, tank tops, whatever you could think of. Headbands, anything you need.
Yeah.
They had, and the prices were reasonable.
I always get my flag. No matter whenever I go to bike week, I get my flag.
Mm-hmm.
And I have probably about 15 of them right now. They're all packed up in storage somewhere. I got to find them. But one day I'm going to have a room. Let's put all the flags up.
Your man cave, room. I think.
Exactly. The man cave.
You need a man cave to hang all those things.
Main Street is awesome. If no one's been to the bike week yet in Daytona, Main Street is one of the hottest spots that are part of bike week because you got all these great bars, the Boot Hill Saloon. I can't believe Main Street Station was shut down. But what are you going to do? I mean, hopefully they're back next year. We'll see. But, you got the Full Moon. You got Dirty Harry's, Froggies. So many great, in the Boot Hill.
Yeah.
So many great bars at the bank. We didn't go to the bank. There's a lot that we didn't do, Bella, because there's so much to do.
I know.
In Daytona, bike week should be really 20 days. Honestly.
Yeah, you can't do everything. You
can't do everything because even if you went down Route 1 all the way past New Smyrna Beach, they still consider it Daytona Beach Bike Week down there. Or if you went the other way past the Holidale up north, all of Flagler, Brunel, they still consider it Daytona Beach Bike. It's huge. It's a huge event.
There's so many things going on. And then if you even see some of these smaller bars on the side of the road, a bunch of times you'll see they have all vendors in the back too. Like all these places have their own vendors, their own bands. Let me tell you, the bands we saw were incredible. I have to, give a shout out to a few of them. I mean,
that Skinner. I'm not a Leonard Skinner fan, but they really did.
Lone Star Skinner, who they are from Dallas, Texas, was incredible. Anybody out there, a Skinner fan, check them out. I mean, it's the closest you'll get to the younger Skinner.
That's right. And we're going to get right back to that when we come back from break here. But I'm Johnny Rizzo. I am with Bella Tambora. We're on Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. Check out our website at motorcyclemayhemradio.com. Check out our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our channel. And like and follow our Facebook accounts. So we'll be right back right after these messages.
They told me don't go walking slow. The devil's on the loose.
Micro DOT helmets weigh less than a bottle of water and are the lightest DOT-approved helmets on the market. Available in a variety of styles. Keep your head safe with a lightweight DOT-approved helmet. Visit microdothelmets.com. Look and feel good this riding season with casual and armored long-sleeve flannels from Leather Up. Leather Up is your source for iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability. Visit leatherup.com. Win a 2024 Street Bob 114 with the proceeds benefiting Rocking the Road for a Cure's breast cancer patients. $100 per raffle with only 300 chances available, plus 20 other prizes. Winner will be drawn in May of 2025 at the Boogie for the Boobies in Patchogue. Sponsored by Harley Davidson of Nassau County. Visit rockingtheroadforacure.org.
All right, we are back on Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. Johnny Rizzo and Bella Tambora coming to you live. LI News Radio, 103.9 FM, Bella.
Yeah.
And you can find this show later on this week. You'll find it on iHeart, Google, Spotify, Alexa, wherever you get your podcast from. So check it out. If you go to Motorcycle Mayhem Radio on your podcast, you will find us. So anyway, so we went to Daytona and we're talking about the band. That Leonard Skinner band was incredible. I will say that.
Oh yeah.
I will say they were incredible. And I don't like Leonard Skinner band. I don't like country music or Southern rock. That's not my thing.
I love Southern rock.
But these guys really blew me away. When they did Freebird, man, that was holy crap. That was good stuff.
Yeah, they were good. They were great across the board.
And actually, aren't they recognized by the band as being the number one? What do you call a band? Leonard Skinner band that's out there.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the number one tribute band.
That's pretty cool, man.
To Leonard Skinner.
So we went to this thing called Bike Rock, which our buddy Larry Jobe runs. And Bike Rock is basically his company that he'll put in certain locations. He did it in Sturgis. He did it last year at Bike Week. And this year he did it again at the Boot Hill Saloon. And we were lucky enough to set up our own show there.
Yes.
So we were able to do a show on the side of the stage, which was really cool to do. And Bike Rock had about 40 bands, if not more. And they were all great.
They started at 12 o'clock every day.
Yeah.
And they ended around, 12?
Yeah, around there late.
Yeah.
And they had all kinds of bands like Def Leppard bands, Led Zeppelin bands, a Dokken band.
Original bands.
Oh, yeah, they had so many bands.
Country bands.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
It was such a great night. Right? It was just such a great night. I'm so glad to be part of that. So Bike Rock was going to be in Panama City next.
And they had Kiss Army.
Kiss Army was good.
Yeah, yeah.
They were really good. How about that one band that we saw? What were they called? Papa Wheelie. Guys, check out that band.
We saw them at the Cabbage Patch.
Oh.
Young kids, but incredible. And they play a lot of. They went from the Bee Gees to Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
They were all over the place, but everything they did was really good. Really
the
good.
Guitar player was one of the best guitar players I've ever seen.
The guitar player was just incredible. They were all incredible, and they add their own little something to the songs, and it actually spruces it up. It sounds amazing. They get the crowd going, and I was happy I got a chance to see them. And then they came a few days later. We saw them over at the Boot Hill inside.
They were at Bike Rock. Yeah. They were inside. They should have been outside, man.
They should have been. A lot of people are complaining about that.
If Larry has them back again, that band is got to be one of your headliners, by the way. And you got to get Jasmine Kane on that bill also.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And, because we saw Jasmine and she blew us away.
At Dirty Harry's.
Dirty Harry's. So I got to introduce Crash Rocket.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Right? With Goat.
with Goat from Full Throttle Saloon. He introduced me. He brought me on stage. And then I got there. I didn't introduce Crash Rocket because I knew that was his job. So I just went out there and talked about Motorcycle Mayhem to the crowd. Threw out some T-shirts for Motorcycle Mayhem and hot leathers. Right? And then I brought you up on stage at the Boot Hill.
Yes.
Right? At the Bike Rocks. You came up on stage with me there and we threw out more shirts.
Yes.
And you had to talk about your Rock and the Road
for a Cure. We talked about the motorcycle that we're auctioning off in May.
No, we're not auctioning it. We're raffling it off.
Well, we're raffling it off.
You got to get that out because, if you're listening to this and if you want to help somebody, this is how you do it, man, right here. Am I right, Bella? Because you are a 3-time breast cancer survivor. How important it is to you that people donate money?
Very important, and it's very important that people get in on these raffles we put out there. This, I have to say, 2025 Street Bob 114.
Beautiful bike.
Beautiful bike. For seasoned and beginners. I mean, it has a lot of power, but it's simple, but yet it's powerful. And we are raffling that off at the Boogie for Boobies, which will be at 89 North on May 4th. And if you would like a raffle ticket, you go to rockandtheroadforacure.org and you click on under the photo of the bike, get raffle. And you put in your information through PayPal. So PayPal accepts also major credit cards as well. And it's $100 a ticket, and we're only selling 300.
That's it.
Plus, we have 20 other biker-related prizes we're giving out. So we start with number 21, and we work our way to the motorcycle. Now, your name, we put everyone's name in an electronic wheel that you'll see on a projection on the screen, on the stage at 89 North. Mm-hmm. Everybody's name goes in. And if you win something before that bike is called, your name stays in there. It doesn't get pulled out. Last year, somebody won 2 prizes, not the bike, but 2 of the other prizes. And the guy that won the bike was from New Jersey and saw the ad on Cyclefish. So again, go to rockandtheroadforacure.org. Check it out. You want to help with giving free services to people with breast cancer. There's so many people that need help out there.
That's right. Let's stand behind Bella, guys, because she's a 3-time breast cancer survivor. She's trying to help others. She thinks of all kinds of ways to make money. Now we need you to help us. So go to rockandtheroadforacure.org and donate. Get in that raffle.
It's a win-win. Whether you win the bike or the prize, you're still winning because you're giving and helping somebody with breast cancer.
Absolutely, Bella. So you think the guy that won that bike that came with his trailer, you think he got there in one piece? Because we didn't get home in one piece with our trailer.
I know. We didn't have luck this year coming back from Daytona.
No, this was only one time I had a problem with my trailer going to Daytona. My son was with me. He fixed it. 1, 2, 3, boom. I got it fixed. I got down there. But on the way home now, it all started with the fender. When we left the hotel out of South Carolina, I noticed the fender was bouncing off the side of the trailer. I'm like, uh-oh.
On the right
side of the trailer.
Yes.
And I'm watching this thing. I'm watching it until the fender just flew off. But it was holding up by one screw. But I couldn't drive that way, obviously.
At least you salvaged it. You got it off. We had to put it in the back trailer. So now we got no fender on one side. Then we keep
Sam and his son coming down the block.
Yes. Then we keep going. And then what happens?
Well,
we felt wobbly.
We felt wobbly all day. And we actually even pulled over to see if there was something going on with the trailer. We couldn't figure it out. And I don't know. It's still wobbly, right? Without the trailer.
Well, we thought maybe it's a disbursement of weight inside the trailer. We checked the tires. We didn't see anything. We didn't see that they were wobbly, so we couldn't figure it out. Anyway, we continue on the road.
And also I have to look at my mirror, in my left, rear view mirror, and I see a gust of smoke coming out of my tire. I'm like, what the hell is that? And I go, maybe I hit a little puddle or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then again it happened. And then again it happened. I said, I better get off. So we got off at exit 4 in Jersey.
Plus we were smelling something really funky.
Right.
We didn't know what it was. We were smelling this smell for like 20 minutes. And I thought it was other trucks. I didn't realize it was us that we were smoking.
Yeah. So we finally pulled over. It's about 2:00 in the morning when we pulled over. And I'm out there and I'm YouTubing things. I'm looking at it. I'm like, this doesn't look good. I mean, there's grease everywhere. And I'm on my hands. And thank God we had your little pink toolbox.
Listen, I'm smart. I bring my toolbox everywhere.
Thank God, 'cause I had no tools. So I had zero.
And just in case you never know, and look, we needed it.
And it worked.
And I end up using it. You never know. You always need tools.
So I got to get this cotter pin out. And I finally just break it in pieces. And I just keep breaking it until it falls out. So now they got a nut in the middle. So I tighten the nut. And that's what YouTube said. Maybe I tighten that nut. And I did.
The bearings.
So I tighten it up as far as I can. But now the wheel is still, I still can just pull. I feel like I can pull off my hands. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I got it on good enough.
And let's backtrack. There was no cap on there.
Oh, yes. The cap flew off.
So needless to say, so there was oil squirting out. And then the tires were hot. So that was what was making it smoke, because the oil is going all over the hot tires. And it's dripping out. It's squirting out.
It was a mess.
Yeah.
So basically, long story short, I said, okay, I got it on good enough. I put that screw in, but I didn't put the cotter pin in because I broke it in pieces. Let's just get to the hotel. We get to the hotel, which is only about 100 feet away. I parked the trailer. We get a tow truck this morning. And thank God, because I was going to drive it. I look, and that nut was gone. That nut is it just must have flew off. Going 100 feet, that was it. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I tried to make it. But, man, we'll get back to that story when we get back from commercial. So I am Johnny Rizzo. I am with Bella Tamboura. We are Motorcycle Man Radio. Check out our website at motorcyclemanradio.com. And we'll be right back right after these messages.
Oh, yeah.
They told me don't go walking slow. The devil's on the loose.
The 2025s are in. Choose from the best inventory of new and pre-owned motorcycles, apparel, and merchandise at Harley-Davidson of Nassau County. Ride in and browse and get your bike inspected and ready for the new year. Harley-Davidson of Nassau County, New Bridge Road and Sunrise Highway in Belmore. Look and feel good this riding season with casual and armored long-sleeve flannels from Leather Up. Leather Up is your source for iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability. Visit leatherup.com. Win a 2024 Street Bob 114 with the proceeds benefiting Rocking the Road for a Cure's breast cancer patients. $100 per raffle with only 300 chances available, plus 20 other prizes. Winner will be drawn in May of 2025 at the Boogie for the Boobies in Patchogue. Sponsored by Harley-Davidson of Nassau County. Visit rockingtheroadforacure.org.
Okay. You're back on Motorcycle Man Radio. We got Bella Tamboura here, and I am Johnny Rizzo. So, Bella, it was a great trip, man. And except for the ending, when I noticed that nut was missing, and they want to charge me, so the guy says $250 to take my trailer maybe 10 miles.
On the flatbed.
On a flatbed. So when the guy meets me outside, it's like, all right, $300. They told me $250. No, they said $300 because you told them you had a flat. I said, I never told them I had a flat. I said, I need a flat bed. So I'm arguing with these people. I said, you know what? Just take the trailer. Just get it over there. So hopefully they fix it now, and it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg. So we got to go back.
Yeah, they said it could take up to 10 days.
Yeah.
Well, that was a pain. We had to unload that whole trailer, put it in the back of the pickup.
Yeah.
Johnny had to ride his motorcycle.
Yeah.
I rode the truck.
Yep.
But we made it back.
Yeah.
And we're happy to be alive.
Be alive. no, honestly, though, if that wheel would have fell off, you know the damage that would happen to the trailer? The trailer would have landed on its body.
Right.
It would have crushed it pretty good. And then it would have slid. And, it would have been bad.
Sparks coming out. And then who knows what would have happened to
that could have made us
controlling
flip.
the car.
Who knows? Yeah.
The truck.
God was with us. So I'm glad that we got that taken care of. We're safe. And it's funny. My motorcycle needed ball bearings. My trailer needed ball bearings. Ball bearings. And now I believe my car might need them too with that wobble. I don't know what's going on.
Your truck.
My truck, yeah.
Yes.
So my son who works at Dodge will check it out.
That is wobbling like crazy too. As I said, somebody was looking over us that we made it back.
Yeah. But I got to say, the whole thing with Daytona, it all turned out great. There was a bad shooting down there, right, with some gangs.
Yes.
going on. So hopefully,
I'm glad I was nowhere near that.
Yes, and we had a great dinner. We have our annual dinner at Blackbeard's in New Smyrna Beach.
Oh my god!
Now that you're part of that now, and me,
the prime rib was absolutely.
Did you
amazing.
you had the prime? I didn't have it this time. I had the New York strip, which was really good.
It melted in your mouth. It was so good.
But I'm gonna let you guys know out there how me and Bella are. How we forget things and how we are. So, a matter of fact, 4 days later, when she's in my truck getting ready to pull out, I find in the back of my motorcycle a chocolate peanut butter pie that we never ate, and we forgot about it. It was in the back of the bike.
Yeah, that we got from Blackthorns.
It happens. It happens. But I'm looking forward to Bike Week 85.
Oh, I am so looking forward to that.
I think this year we're going to go to Panama City, though, because you have to see that one. That one's really nice. It's really cool. I think I like Panama City.
Yeah, that's the end of April into the beginning of May.
Yeah.
And they're going to have another bike walk.
Yeah, bike walk will be
there too. That
I think there's going to be two.
Larry organizes from Biker Info USA.
Yeah. I believe there's going to be two bike walks there. I think they have one at the, I can't remember the name. It's where all the vendors set up. Over in Panama City, and then the other one to be across from Sharky's the crossways.
Yeah,
So definitely want to.
So some of those great bands will be there too.
I'm sure
over in Panama City.
Absolutely. So what was your favorite part about Bike Week, Bella?
Riding by the beach and just hanging out and seeing so many beautiful motorcycles, and I'm into women's power, so seeing all those ladies on those big motorcycles.
Oh, yeah,
I'm going to say
women in big bikes, yeah.
I mean, they're sporting there. I mean, big time, and they ain't taking anybody.
No, yeah. Well, anyway. But
yeah, so anyway, it's great. And there was a lot of mother-daughters I saw there and father-son. So it's actually, a family event for when your kids get older. Like, I'm going to say, mother-daughter, the daughter's like 19, the mother, I don't know how old the mother is, but, she had been going there for years, the mother, and she was so excited to bring her daughter there for
that's the way it was for me and my son, Michael.
Yeah.
I took Michael there to his first bike week. He went to 2. And the next year he brought his girlfriend, Anna. So we had a good time, all of us together.
Yeah, and sometimes there's even 3 generations, which is great. The funniest thing is being on Main Street, and then where the crossroads are on Main Street, that you have they're blockaded by the police with those stances, and you have all these elderly people who bring down their soccer chairs.
Yes.
They set them up along that barricade, and they just sit there for hours and hours and hours, and they just watch the bikes go by.
That's right.
Which is fun. I did it for a few hours. We had a great spot at the Boot Hill.
We did.
That was literally like this raised deck, had a little fence on it, but we were up against the sidewalk where everybody's walking by, where all the bikes are coming by and in each direction. It was a really fun spot. I really enjoyed that too.
Yeah, the only downfall about Bike Week for me is, and I remembered why I stopped going. I've been going to Bike Week. I've been going to Bike Week, but then I stopped for a while. Then I've been to the last 5 or 6. But because what happens is spring break starts, and then it gets mixed with Bike Week and spring break is, and that's when a lot of crazy stuff happens. You saw what happened down at the pizzeria, all the cops and all that.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing if I could change anything, I'd make Bike Week either a week before or a week after. Because it gets nuts with all the kids and the bikers, and some of them don't get along.
Right.
But what are you going to do?
And I did. I enjoyed all the bands. I enjoyed really Jasmine Kane. She kicked butt.
Yeah, she's great.
She's a very strong woman, and she got the crowd. She knows how to handle the crowd. She knows how to get their attention. She's an awesome musician, a great bass player, a great singer. And her band is really good. So I really enjoyed watching her as well.
Yeah.
Down there. I'm going to say there was a lot of things I wanted to do, but we ran out of time.
Yeah,
but I'm going to say next year, I would like to see some of the races at the track.
Yeah.
You know, this is like, I've been saying this every year I go there. I want to get to the track. So I do want to get to
saying it and doing it, two different things, because something always pops up. You know what I mean? And we didn't even get to the Iron Horse this year. Or the Broken Spoke we didn't get to.
No.
Yeah. We barely got to, you didn't even get to the dealer. Right?
No. I mean, I rode through it, but we didn't really stop.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Geez. There's just so much going on. That's why there's so much going on.
And it's very spread apart.
And the problem is, when we're doing the show like we're doing, like I was on stage twice. People want you to introduce them. You're everywhere. You're going back and forth. They're getting pulled in all different directions. So that's the other problem that we have. You know, a couple of years ago, I did 3-4 shows down there, which every day I was working. You know, it's like, you know, that's why I want to get down there, do a show, do Wednesday. That's it. And then have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, do what I want.
That's not happening. Everybody wants you there. You're getting calls as soon as we get down there. I have to throw a big thanks out to Tropical Manor.
Yes, Tropical Manor did a great job.
We stayed at their hotel, and it was a cute efficiency. Like, you had a little kitchenette in there. You know, you had your safe. You had amazing hot shower.
Oh my God!
Had
Is that the best shower?
Best pressure ever.
I
have to say, I felt really good. A little, you know, love couch, you know, and just perfect. A perfect little suite. Sort of.
A warning to people who dye their hair: get in that shower. The dye's gonna come out. That's all I can tell you. I don't dye my hair, so I'm safe.
And it is right on the beach, and they have a pool there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the weather didn't, you know, cooperate with us. I did get maybe a half hour on the beach before it started raining.
Well,
but
next year will be better.
Yeah.
It'll be better. Well, Bella, I mean, we had a great show tonight. It was great going to Bike Week. We had a blast, and I can't wait to get back. So next week, we'll be back here right on 103.9 FM at Line News Radio. And make sure that you check us out, guys, everywhere.
Oh, and one other thing I want to say.
What?
This Saturday is the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Massapequa on Broadway.
All right, we'll be there.
It's their first year doing it. But we're going to, Rockin' the Road for a Cure is going to be representing, and we're going to have several bikes there.
Yeah, awesome. So,
yes.
Hope everybody get there. Hope to see you guys there. I will see you there, Bella. I am Johnny Rizzo with Bella Tempo of Most Like a Man Radio. Check out our website at mostlikeamanradio.com. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Ciao for now.
They told me don't go walking slow. The devil's on the loose.
Look and feel good this riding season with casual and armored long-sleeve flannels from Leather Up. Leather Up is your source for iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability. Visit leatherup.com. Win a 2024 Street Bob 114 with the proceeds benefiting Rocking the Road for a Cure's breast cancer patients. $100 per raffle with only 300 chances available, plus 20 other prizes. Winner will be drawn in May of 2025 at the Boogie for the Boobies in Patchogue. Sponsored by Harley Davidson of Nassau County. Visit rockingtheroadforacure.org.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of this station, JVC Broadcasting Management, or its sponsors.
Leather Up will keep you safe while looking great with a huge selection of armored and casual flannel shirts. From heated to sleeveless, Leather Up's got badass gear for all riders and all seasons. Leather Up with 3.5 million customers since 1999. Iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability with free same-day shipping on orders over $100. Visit leatherup.com and use the promo code MAYHEM for 20% off.